Canada's family courts. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't believe it to be true. Our government originally set up our family law courts to help families going through divorce or separation. When families are most vulnerable, instead of helping parents and their children, the courts pitted moms and dads against each other, and the only winners are the lawyers and judges. I experienced our flawed family court system as a second wife and stepmother. I witnessed firsthand the destruction of an entire family simply because mom and dad got a divorce. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't get my head around what was happening to this family and how our family law system seemed to facilitate the worst kind of parenting behavior with its bias and winner-take-all approach. I previously had no idea that the primary parent, typically the mother, could run rampant within our family law system and child protection agencies. I saw breaches of court orders. I saw false statements of arrears to the Family Responsibility Office, not to mention false allegations of physical, verbal, and emotional child abuse. And I noticed that in the vast majority of cases, the non-residential parent, usually the father, is automatically guilty until he has proven his innocence. And by then, the damage is already done. This all took place because the children wanted to spend more time with their father. After the breakup, he was seeking 50-50 parenting time. Mom wanted no part of that. The family court process allowed her to just about destroy him and her children. I can confirm to you firsthand that our family court system is indeed flawed and it needs to change. Not in a month, not in a year, now. If I didn't live it, I never would have believed it to be true. How is this a family justice system? This isn't a judicial system, it's a prejudicial system. There's no justice here, not for the children and not for their families. This is the same government that gave us the residential school scandal, and they will be forced to answer for the complacency of the dysfunctional family courts. It is shameful how many children and extended families are caught in this mess. Here are some facts that most people don't know unless they have been dragged through the family court system. Number 1. There are no cameras and no recordings. The only people this protects are the lawyers and judges. Number 2. There is no due process and no presumption of innocence. You're guilty until proven innocent. Do you know where else you are guilty until proven innocent? Where there are no cameras, no recordings, no due process, and no presumption of innocence? This happens in dictatorships like Russia and North Korea, not in democracies. This shouldn't be happening in Canada. In most family court cases, the parent who is the best actor wins and children are the losers. While equal parenting does not eliminate financial child support completely, it reduces the financial burden. Equal time with both parents changes the focus to actually supporting the child. Equal time with both families is the best support for kids, parents, grandparents, and for society. Equal parenting is currently working in the UK, France, Sweden, Holland, Belgium, Denmark, Italy, Norway, Germany, and Spain. In the USA, 4 states have already passed equal parenting into law, and 20 more states have proposed legislation which is currently being opposed by vested interest groups. How is Canada so far behind? Social science proves that time with both parents provides better health outcomes for our children. Official Nanos polls show that Canadians overwhelmingly support it because it reduces conflict, it reduces litigation costs, and the stress associated with going to court. Keeping the children out of harm's way is of paramount importance. Shared parenting reduces first-time family violence, typically created by parental alienation, and coercive controlling behavior by one parent. It also decreases child support, improves child support compliance, and it improves co-parenting arrangements. The social science research and the public at large are telling us they are indivisible, so when the family courts treat these items as disjointed, it is not only scientifically incorrect, but also openly disingenuous. This is a child's rights issue, not a parent's rights issue. Court judgments are based on a narrow view of children's best interests. Statistics prove that the long-term best interests of the child are best served by having both parents actively involved and by allowing fit parents to raise their children. If you agree that it's time for change, join the Best Interest of the Child campaign. Contact us now at joinus@bestinterestofthechild.ca. You probably have questions about what to do next. The good news is that you can change the political landscape before the next election with less than 60 minutes of your time, including the time you have already spent watching this video. We will guide you through the next 2 steps to meet with your member of parliament or senator to gain their support for legislative changes to our Divorce Act. Kids need both parents. Period. If you have a story to tell but didn't know where to start, we are here to help you connect with your Minister of Parliament or Senator or both. Finally, you found what you've been looking for. Send us an email or click the link in the description below.